Oh, funny. I don't know how.
I figured dipping would give you the opportunity to choose your level.
Yes, you can choose your own path.
Sauce it. Just sauce it all.
Shoot down and then just.
Oh shoot! All right, so this is how we start our show. We already started it.
Yeah, it's actually been recording, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been recording here. Yeah, thanks. So basically, for the most part, what we do is this is the podcast where we talk about things that we're getting into. And for those of you who are listening and watching, hi, we're actually all together. Leah and I, this is the first time we've done the podcast where we're together in one place. But we also have Nick Curry here from Halogi.
Halogi.
God, dang it, I knew I was going to do it. Yes, that's it. Halogi. Gosh, I keep doing it. Even when you've corrected me, I think 3 times, and I still do it wrong.
Well, it's the thing where you think back to the last time we had the conversation, and no, I'm pretty sure it was this way, and inevitably you pick the wrong one.
No, I know I'm right, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
I wasn't questioning it.
I'm testing you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you guys are here to try Halogi.
Halogi. You got me all messed up now. Halogi.
The G's actually sounds as Halloween.
It's Halloween, yeah.
It's actually pronounced wrong.
Definitely.
All letters are silent. Yes.
All silent letters.
Yep. So this is what I do. This is me.
You really step into the awkwardness right out the chute. So
right,
it's good
absolutely.
Covered.
We try to get that awkward part really high up there.
Be very professional and polished.
Yeah, I'm feeling really warm already. We haven't even started, and I think I'm turning a bright shade of red. But anyway, so we have Nick here that is with Halogi Hot Sauce.
Yep.
And we've been talking about your hot sauce for a long time. And you know that. We've been tagging you on it, and you started listening to our show, which we apologize for.
Yeah,
but we are so excited that you agreed to do this. I mean, it was really, really exciting. So
I'm really excited to have you guys here. I appreciate it. You guys made a long trip up here.
Absolutely. So so we came up to the Brookings area. We're actually in White, South Dakota. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the metropolis it is.
And beat traffic. It was lucky.
Yeah, it was very lucky that we got here when we did. But we had the grand tour of the kitchen, and we're in this office space now just because the kitchen is way too noisy, is what it sounds like.
The fridge in there really does the job.
Yeah. Every now and then I have to worry about, even with my podcast, because I'm right next to my HVAC unit. So air conditioner cuts in, and then all of a sudden I'm telling Leah, what? You gotta speak louder.
I just have the screams of my child. He's probably fine. Keep recording.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be done soon. It's okay.
We've got that commercial fridge is huge and loud, and when the compressor kicks on, it's very loud. But the people inside yell very loudly too.
Exactly. Yes.
You get it. You're cold.
Right.
Just die.
Right. It just needs more sauce.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know we can't get into the secret ingredients.
But
it's people.
It's people.
Inspired by Sweeney Todd.
Yes. That's why all the sauces are so different.
Yes.
Varies from person to person.
Sweeney Todd, a little soil and green on the side. Yeah.
This hashtag's going to be great.
Right, exactly. Perfect. So we've had this idea for many shows, a long time, that we wanted to try doing this podcast while having these sauces, the different hot sauce, kind of in the style of Now We Feast Hot Ones, where they do the different wings and they ask different questions. Well, we have to do it this way. We have to do it our way, because that's what we do. There's 6 sauces that we have that Halogi has been able to procure, and I say that because you did have to pull some strings in order to be able to get some of these to happen. So we do appreciate that.
By all means.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, I just want to say this right away because I know that this is going to be terrible. Well, you know what? Let's get going. Let's do this because we're going to do this, and then I'm going to say what I wanted to say.
Well, the good news is that while we're eating, you can talk about the sauces because it's probably about the only way you can get us to shut up.
Right, exactly. That's probably going to be true. So I'm just going to sauce mine and hand it
so what
over.
we have is some artisan chicken wings here.
Yes.
So that we're going to dip. So we're not like fully coating. You can kind of go with your comfort zone. But this is our first sauce.
Absolutely.
What's
and
it
is called Baldr's Bane.
Nailed it.
I was going to say, can we have
I
Brett
can
say
say
the
that
names
right.
every time just so we can enjoy that?
Make fun of me every time. So.
Oh, with you.
So, and this is the number one. These go from 1 to 5, and then a 5+. And then there was something on here with what is this made of? Oh, actually, I'll just ask you as we cheers. Congratulations, thank you,
Thank
you.
and tell us what is in Baldr's Bane.
The ingredients are on the side. No, it's a cilantro lime jalapeno. This is a pretty classic recipe that a lot of people have come to know and love. A little bit of a salsa verde, but it's got a little bit more of a citrus twist to it. And that's something that I've always liked, is bold, bright flavors. And you see that throughout the series.
Yeah. Taste that citrus and it's really good.
Are you guys okay with double dipping?
I don't care.
Okay. If you want to double dip, just let me know.
Mostly because it's really good and I want some more of it.
Because, absolutely. This is the one that I knew that I was going to like the most just because it is the weakest. No. Because I do love green sauces. I love it so much I'm going to lick it off my finger. But yeah, I love green sauces. I do have a napkin, thank you.
You also have
fine, I'll put the bib on, okay? Jesus.
You also have a fork, but whatever.
I do.
Yeah, I really like that lime and the cilantro is just right at the front there. It's really, really good and kind of a mellow heat behind it. Like this could be definitely like your everyday kind of hot sauce because I keep hot sauce in my purse. As one should.
Yes, I heard you had stumbled across a necklace at one point. Cholula necklace?
Oh yeah, I need to get one. I've seen like the little holsters and I'm just like, this is required. But yeah, that would be good on anything.
Holster, that's awesome.
Get a little squirt out of it.
I love the sauce just because it is not overpowering and it is it has that citrus bite to it. It's exactly what you were talking about. That's great. So I completely forgot. I was going to say I forgot my train of thought already. We were talking about a little bit. You were going to be soon having this available online on the marketplace, right?
Yep, we're going to have online ordering set up before the end of the month.
Excellent.
We had to jump through a whole bunch of hoops to get that up and running.
Oh, my.
Just from simple things to, well, we need boxes to put these in. Okay, well, where do you get that many boxes? Well, you find a supplier, and then you find out that these are just a smidge bigger than the bottle. Well, now you have to find something to pad it out completely, because otherwise this thing shakes, and then that neck snaps or something. And
you don't want that to happen.
Right, so we had to go through a bunch of different iterations to find the right boxes, the right packing materials, and make sure everything that someone orders gets to them safely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, because no one wants to order something and all of a sudden they have hot sauce in a box.
Right.
That's just openly.
Well, you get you on a list or something, biological weapons.
There are
maybe these ones.
Well, we'll get there.
You'll figure that out when it comes down
I'm
to it.
in danger.
They pause it and there's gears turning.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. I'm getting really worried about the 5 and the 5+.
It'll be fine.
He keeps giving us notes saying, it's going to be hot. It's okay. And
You just want to shoot a shitter. I mean, it's going to be hot.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Probably not die.
What do you want me to say? You're going to be fine?
Yes.
And why?
Yes. Tell me I'm going to be fine and coddle me, please.
We'll do it together.
Yeah,
Right.
see, we're all in this together.
That's exactly why.
So if we're going to die, we're all going to die together, live on air.
We
As you do in the modern era.
have it all recording and we're fine.
Sorry, family.
We loved you. It's my wedding anniversary on top of that. So,
Sorry, Donna.
This is what I get for 19 years of wedded bliss.
And then you get to go home and share a bed with her tonight. Sorry, Donna.
Thanks, hon. Yeah, you're welcome, hon.
We'll try to return you not crying too hard.
We can't cry.
Keep it away from your eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Watch
keep
out.
on the table. I'm sure that's not
you're
good for
fine.
people listening.
It's not
Try to
good.
find something with your hands,
Yes.
Right.
We need a podcast. No one knows I'm just picking my nose the entire time. Until Brett goes, we are recording these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot
It's
about
not going to
that.
stop. All right.
All right.
So that was a great way to start.
Thank you. Absolutely. All right. So next one we have, this is an easy one, Raven's Wine.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yes. And it says right underneath, garlic sriracha. Ooh. So, la sriracha.
Kind of sounds like familiar territory, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Get a nice thing.
So what exactly is, I mean, obviously I know it's sriracha. The orange bottle with the... What is in sriracha? Does this have sauce?
What makes it sriracha?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Sriracha is usually a very pepper-forward sauce, very pepper-heavy in the first place. It usually has onions and a little bit of sweetness to it. Garlic is inherent, so calling it garlic sriracha is a little bit of redundancy in that, but all the same, it's a very garlic-forward sriracha where you've got peppers and
you can
garlic.
Smell the garlic on
Yeah,
it. So.
Yeah, it's really coming out. All right, you're
I'm
going
going
for
to get some of that too. I was trying to get you.
Oh, there we go.
Thought I'd share first.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, this is definitely more heat up front, but a lot of good flavor.
Get you right away. But the flavor is there. That's the important part. And even as you swallow, as it sits in a little bit, you can kind of taste a little bit of that garlic still coming in. Yeah, very garlic forward.
That's the aim.
Love this on
perfect.
stir fry.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That'd be great.
I've had a lot of people tell me things like rangoons and wontons, also super good at that. But yeah, most anything that Italian dishes also on pizza, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Pizza, this would be killer. I was thinking it almost would be good to mix even with something a little sweet, like maybe like a raspberry syrup and put in there, or like a sweet chili sauce. Something like that, because I'm like, I love heat and sweet, like,
I love sweet and heat.
I'm stealing your thunder.
No, I just, there was one that I couldn't get pulled off for today, but it's one that'll be a limited edition on the website when it launches, so be ready for that.
Excellent.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, all of these, the fresh garlic that you taste there is because all these are made by hand, my own 2 hands. These ones right here made every bottle you've seen.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
And my partner Luke is part of the equation too, don't get me wrong, and he comes and helps out a ton. So shout out to Luke, who couldn't be here tonight because of prior commitments. But all the same, the garlic in this, the reason it's so forward is because we don't use pre-processed garlic. We hand peel everything. It goes into the blend bucket, so to speak, and it's all processed directly there. The reason for that strong, intense flavor is a compound called allicin, and it's released when the garlic is first pressed and crushed.
Okay.
And it's very volatile, so it goes away quickly. So getting it in the mix
Right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still, like I said, that kind of burn in your tongue, but it's just like, it feels like almost like a burn from the garlic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, definitely vampire proof, 100%.
Right.
But yeah, that's another really good one. Probably couldn't use it as much as the other one, so I feel like the scale is progressing accordingly.
Yes, absolutely. I can tell. So, since we're here, we're talking to you and we're talking about the sauces. What made you get into hot sauce and creating this?
Oh man, that starts 20 years ago. When I was younger, my dad and I worked up the courage one day to try my dad's salsa. He always had a jar of like paste, chunky stuff. And he eventually got like a bottle of Dave's Insanity, the super duper hot extract-based stuff. But anyhow, I grew up in a house where, for the most part, the dishes prepared were salt and pepper if we were getting wild.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Yep.
It was pretty basic. And,
I hear you.
And not to suggest that that's bad by means. It was just,
No, but yeah, there was a lot of spice and seasoning in the house.
Right. So with that, my dad very much liked other more seasoned varieties of foods, and I fell into that same category. Once we discovered that, my older brothers got into this too. But we just kind of went off the deep end, and we were looking for every kind of goofy sauce we could find, crazy flavors, crazy combinations, crazy heat levels. And then we decided, we eventually kind of came to the conclusion that we could find ones that taste really good, but don't kind of have the heat factor that we're looking for, or ones that are super duper hot, but don't have the flavor. They're just...
Yeah, they're just hot for the sake of being hot.
Yeah, the way extracts are made, pepper extracts are super concentrated doses of capsaicin that make it spicy. They just, it comes out tasting terrible. Someone likened it to battery acid once, and I love that as comparison. Because we've all been there.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's one everyone can relate to.
Absolutely.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, the days of the battery acid.
So so we started making our own, and the one that we're about to try here, this is a variation that I've been working on for the longest, and just pineapples and habaneros, and then eventually wanted to do something a little bit more progressive with it. And I've been iterating this over the years, and it showed up at potlucks at work and a few things like that. But this is the first one I bottled in the journey to making Halogi what it is. But this came about specifically because last year I lost my job because of COVID-19. And then, despite looking for work everywhere, I'd sent in like 50 applications between the end of March when I lost my job and June, Father's Day, and still just nothing had turned up.
Oh wow!
So I'm looking for work, and nothing seems to be coming up. Father's Day rolls around, and my wife and kids get me a woozy bottling kit for hot sauce because I've been it's been a hobby. And, I didn't want it to be just, and I had some time on my hands. I didn't want it to be just, throw some sauce in a bottle and call it a day. I wanted to make it look like something you could get off the shelf. And that's when I did all the design work for the labels and everything.
Oh, awesome. The design.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
It took like 30 iterations. What I'm trying to say is thank you. First try.
First try.
Nailed it.
Yes. I can't lie very well.
That's a good trick.
But all the same, so I put together the labels, and I just wanted it to look like a finished product, and got the bottles together, gave them out to some friends, and they said, "Hey, this is really good," and you guys, you're just being nice. But a week later, they call me and say, "Where can I get more of this?"
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm onto something here. So then I went through the process with South Dakota State University Extension, where you get the sauces certified and tested for safety and quality. And once that's in place, you can start selling under cottage food law. And we went from selling 10 bottles a week to 20 to 50 to 100.
Oh, wow.
And at that point, I was like, this is moving faster than I can keep up. I had multiple blenders running at once and specialized ones I could cook
and this was all in your home?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I was
sure.
This
Can't love that.
Yeah. Yes. When you walk in the door and your eyes hurt,
in your own home,
right? So, and this is of course approaching the holiday season, so all the windows are shut.
Yes.
There's not a whole lot we can do. But anyhow, that's when I realized that it was time to take the next step. And the commercial kitchen, the facility that we're at now, is what's allowed us to expand further and make in larger batches, of course, but still keep that small batch quality, but get on store shelves now.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I am going to reach for the next one, I am going to ask how many, you have a list of stores, like a dozen stores probably, that you have listed that you guys are at in the local area?
I think we've crossed 15 across the state of South
15.
Dakota.
That's amazing.
We've got West River, we've got East River, of course, we've got Brookings, Sioux Falls, Watertown we just added. But all these, you can see all the different stores that's on the shelves at HalogiHotSauce.com.
Right? Yep. This is the one that you told me that I was going to have a tough time saying too. Egil's Ale?
Totally nailed it.
No, I didn't.
No, you did not.
I didn't.
Ales.
Ales Ale.
Ales Ale.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Excellent. And this is the first one that you did.
Yep.
The first one that this has the pineapple, you said habanero?
Yep.
And curry.
Curry.
Yeah. You really smell the curry on it.
It's
exciting. Step up.
Exponential growth from this point. So this is jalapenos.
Yep.
First one's jalapenos to start, followed by serranos, and this one's habaneros.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a little bit more punch, but the sweetness helps carry that through.
Yeah, definitely more heat with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes in more waves.
We're just watching Brett for reactions.
Yeah. So first bite, you taste. Actually, a lot of the curry, you can kind of taste that really coming in there. So that's really, really interesting and unique. But then
sweetness with the pineapple.
The pineapple comes in, but right as you're enjoying that pineapple, that's when the habanero, that wave kind of comes in and starts to settle on your tongue and starts to make your way to the back of the tongue.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this would be a great hot wing sauce because it's got that heat, it's got that flavor.
One that a buddy of mine got a couple bottles from me and marinated a pork loin in it. Phenomenal.
Oh, I bet.
Phenomenal.
You could see where pork would be really good for that. Absolutely.
So if you use these for like a marinade, what do you recommend? You just put it with the sauce, just brush it on there, and
Yep, they're all fairly low pH. They're acidic, and that helps with absorption in a lot of cases. So if you've got a vacuum sealer, that helps the process too. It opens pores, but
sure.
Yeah, all the same. Just soak them up.
I want to. So our regular show is about an hour long.
Sure.
And I see we're at 23 minutes. And we're halfway done. I don't think this is going to last an hour.
Are you worried about you like literally catching on fire? Or
No, like right now, I'm having a tough time trying to talk because my saliva is starting to go really crazy.
Have a carrot.
Yeah.
I might have to have one.
There's also water.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, you did a great job of being able to. Both of you guys did a great job of providing
Taking
the things
care
that
of
we
everybody.
need. Yeah, I did a terrible job. I just brought the computer and the microphone.
The things that we need for a podcast.
I guess. I just showed up to eat.
Otherwise, it'd just be 3 people sitting in a room.
Well,
Right.
maybe since we're going to cross a threshold here as we get to the more peppers, maybe this is the time, like, do you have any tried and true advice for what happens when you have too much heat?
Oh boy.
What do you use personally to put out the fire?
It really varies from person to person. A lot of times, most anything with a good high fat content, which is why they have ranch and blue cheese.
Dairy-based
Yeah,
option?
Right.
Yeah.
Those tend to do
Sorry,
it for most
Brett.
people.
I know.
But there's plenty of people who have dairy sensitivities, I imagine.
Yeah, a lactose. Yeah.
Right. So with that, you're looking for things that are more citrus-based, which is why things like Baldrs and ales, those even out pretty quickly because of that sweet citrus that comes along with it. Something about it seems to be helpful in removing capsaicin, which is mostly oil-based. So most anything that you have, like that's why fats tend to work, but even though citrus isn't necessarily oil-based, it seems
It doesn't drip? Maybe like a glass of lemonade or something?
I suppose citrus isn't. It's actually more of a base too, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean,
no, it's a sin.
Yeah.
Is it an acid? Okay, never mind. I'm trying to sound smart, but it's not working.
Just do a little shot
One or
of
the other.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
spoke with confidence.
I took a
That's
shot.
really all that counts.
I took a shot.
Shot my shot. I was wrong.
That was it.
You were in the right. You didn't say, well, it's like a bleach.
Right. Yeah. This is basically bleach, right?
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. No.
But the only other one that I would recommend, of course, pending gluten tolerance, bread. Bread helps a lot.
Oh, sure.
I found there's very few things bread doesn't fix, so
Absolutely.
I'm over here dipping my chips in ranch. I'm just going to eat this on the regular. This is great.
And that's probably all the more reason why we need to get going too, is because I think both of us are really hungry.
I know, it's true. So I'm like, you know what, I can probably eat about any heat level when I'm hungry. I don't care.
Yeah. So now,
Say that now, right? I know. This is where the show is going to start getting interesting, because we are...
So now
taking
these
the next
first
one.
3 bottles, these are the ones that you can find at a lot of the stores and everything like that. However, these last ones, these are the ones that are kind of special edition as of right now anyway.
This is the core 6. This is the standard lineup that we'll have available at any given point in time throughout the year, no matter what. We do also run limited editions. We've had 2 in the last year, and they sold out within hours. It's just super fast, which was awesome.
Yeah.
really enthusiastic about those. And you mentioned sweet heats. We've had a cherry limeade.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Phenomenal. My daughter pitched to that. I think she was 6 at the time. What about a cherry limeade hot sauce? And she wait,
That could work.
That could just
Wait,
Wow, sounds great.
yeah. So we ran with that, and it's kind of a level 1. It's cayennes, but the other one is a caramel apple.
Oh,
Caramel
interesting.
apple.
Yeah.
What kind of pepper is in that?
Scotch bonnets.
Oh,
You've got a sweet
wow.
and nutty finish. and
Interesting.
It works so well against the Granny Smith apples, and yeah, it's
Huh. That tart sweet. And
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
that was the fall flavor. But
Wow.
Okay.
in any case, yes. So
Yeah.
we've got the white labels. Those are the standard. Those are targeted more for just kind of anybody who's looking for some kind of hot sauce off the shelf.
Right.
Every day, yeah.
When you get into the black label and the gold label, this is where it gets more close to the enthusiast section of things.
Right, right.
But the gold labels where it's kind of off the charts and really, really hot. Just
This one's not hot for the sake of hot. It's still very flavorful and very delicious.
Right.
But these ones are where it starts to get past the comfort zone.
The comfort zone
of your average bear.
Hey, boo boo.
So this next one is called
Tyrfing's Curse.
Very close. Tyrfing's.
Tyrfing's.
Yes.
I keep forgetting the Norwegian.
It's called Tyrfing's because it's going to make you tearful.
Right. So this says Habanero Ghost Scorpion Gold.
Yes.
Oh gosh, you got a lot of really heavy
Scary
hitter.
sounding words.
Yeah, scary sounding words, heavy hitter type of
We're going to dump the whole thing in this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm still going to just completely. I'm just going to
Full
go.
force. Look at you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to throw caution to the wind.
And if you listen to our show, you know we're not smart people.
For the content. That's an interesting smell. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'm still trying to figure out what that is.
This was a cartoon, the little skull shaped like odors.
That's where death comes up.
The flavor is where it's at. It's very herbaceous, so look for that.
Okay, perfect. All right. Oh wow. Okay. Yep.
You had to dunk the whole thing, didn't you?
I did. I have no regrets either. So I see the herbaceous that you said.
It does have
It is.
a really good flavor.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Yeah, I don't even know how I can match that to something else that I've had. You know.
I like that it's kind
But
of
it's
the
great.
heat that builds, which always kind of feels like it's good upper territory. But
Mm-hmm.
it has a really good flavor.
It's catching the side of my tongue right now. You know, that's where it's
Yeah,
setting.
That's where it's sitting.
Yeah.
This one's been more of a palate burn for me always.
Yeah.
That roof of the mouth.
I am still going to go in for the double dip though.
Do it.
I do like the taste of it. It's just I don't even know how
It tastes better than it
to.
smells, because I don't think
Much
you
better.
can really appreciate the complexity of all the flavor. Just smelling it, like you smell heat.
I'm starting to sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. My tolerance is up pretty high too. And that's not a brag. I miss the sensation of heat, but yeah, instantaneous. Just like cutting onions, you start crying.
Yep.
I sweat and my nose runs.
No,
Yeah,
I can tell my
at this point.
nose is starting to run, and I'm seeing why I don't want to be breathing or talking too much now. I think we should be fine. Yep, good. Holy cow! Yeah, that is
This is
starting
a
to
good
get.
one if you've got a lot of congestion. You just get rid of the black bottles.
Absolutely.
This is not medical advice.
No, none of us are licensed medical professionals. Please use any of these hot sauces for external use only.
Well,
I mean, eating them, I guess, is internal use, but
a fun fact about peppers. A lot of reason that the majority of the super hot peppers that people eat in these sauces are not developed just to eat. They're developed for medical purposes.
Oh wow.
Because capsaicin, you can use it as a topical anesthetic, like icy hot.
Yeah.
That heat's generated from capsaicin. Well, I don't know if their formula still includes it, but lots of popular.
Originally.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure Bane still does it, but
Okay.
anyhow, if you have a whole field of jalapenos, the yield of capsaicin you'll get from that is way below what you get from a field of habaneros.
sure.
Well, this is about 2,000 Scoville units, about 200,000 Scoville units. The peppers that go into this are about 1.5 million Scoville units. So, it's working.
Carolina Reaper in it, or?
Yes.
I grew those accidentally one year.
Accident.
Well, I was picking out one of the whoopsie-doos. I never heard of it before. It was just at like the greenhouse, and they had this cute little label with a little death guy on. And I was like, oh, look at that little pepper.
Oh.
And it like yielded like 15 peppers, and I'm just like, what do I do with these? And I was like, you know what those are?
They're a variant of the scorpion, which is in this. So they've got that.
They're ugly looking pepper.
Oh yeah, they're mean, but I love
Oh
it.
yeah, it's nature's way of saying like, don't fucking eat this.
Yeah. There's no way you should be eating this. Yeah.
Still, they're bright colors, which says do eat this to things like birds.
Oh,
Birds
sure.
can't taste heat. They don't care.
They don't feel it.
Yeah, they don't have the capsaicin.
Oh, really?
They can't. Yeah, they don't.
No.
Why?
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
They don't have molars, so they don't chew up the pepper. They don't crush the seeds, so they just eat the pepper and carry the seeds elsewhere.
Fucking birds, man.
Fucking birds.
Hashtag fucking birds, guys.
Constantly. That's Raven's mind. Everywhere.
Oh, funny. All right, so we're moving on to the big leagues here.
Yes.
So this one is. Oh, we gotta.
You almost went for it.
I don't want to steal anybody's thunder.
Okay, so let's see. So thinking of what it is and getting the Norse into that, I'd say Jarburdr.
Close. Jarburdr.
It was yarn.
Yarn.
I was going to originally go there, but I was like, no, let's go with that G, but no.
Depending on dialect, there could be a slight zh to it, but
Fair.
Okay.
in all
Yeah,
cases,
just being nice.
I'm making
You're
this
being
up.
very nice, yeah.
I also want to point out each of the bottles also has a darling little copy on the side about it. I love how you say, how far would you go to prove your innocence? And it's got the whole story behind the name, which is super fun.
These are the old labels, so these will have, like, if you get it off the shelf, it'll have the new label.
The new story. So I think that's pretty fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one thing with the hot sauce is that it's all about the story that's behind it too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really collect something just for the sake of collecting it. There's got to be something that gets you to buy that. And that's what hot sauce can do.
Halogi, the name itself, everything comes from Norse mythology and sagas from Iceland and things like that. Halogi was kind of a tongue-in-cheek name to get things started.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of Norse mythology, and when I had the opportunity to start a hot sauce company in the Midwest, I named it Halogi because Halogi is a fire giant who lives in the land of ice.
Yeah.
Hot sauce in South Dakota.
Perfect. I love it.
Excellent. I was doing a little bit of research on Halogi to be able to figure out how to say it, which I still murdered it. But they were talking about Logi and Loki. That they're the only thing that really they share is similar sounding names,
right?
But people get them confused just because they're so similar. And people are thinking of Norse mythology and thinking, oh yeah, Loki, that's got to be something close to that. No, nothing at all.
One of the preeminent stories with Halogi as a character, he's doing a lot of trickery as well.
Interesting.
Challenging people to competitions that they can't win. He's had the secret the whole time. But one other fun thing about Halogi is in one of these competitions, it was an eating competition, and who was he going against? He was going against Thor, and Thor finishes his food and he's like, done! And looks up, and Halogi's eating the table because he's not only finished his food.
It's like, well, I'm not going to lose.
Right.
Because we're just not going to be done.
Thor immediately quips, fucking birds.
Fucking birds.
Somehow they came in the fold.
Yeah.
Of course,
it tracks. All right, so we're going to try
the Jarburdr.
Jarburdr. I walked out of the way for you to say it again.
Yes, absolutely.
Trial by fire.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Trial by fire.
Yeah.
So what is in this one? Which pepper is in this one?
Roasted red peppers and Carolina Reaper.
Okay.
Now, the last time I had Carolina Reaper, a friend made some salsa for me, and it was so hot that it actually just made my tongue go numb, which might be the best thing to happen.
So and that's,
But it made my
I'm starting to get to
mouth
that point where my tongue is feeling a little bit numb. I can still taste a little bit, but I'm sure that this is going to.
Now, you can already smell the heat on this. You know this is a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
This one's got a little bit of sweetness to it, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and this I can't eat pepperoni pizza without this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
fun.
don't know why, but it pairs exquisitely with pepperoni. But it's got a slightly sweeter finish, aged balsamic, and like I said, the roasted red pepper just sings all the way through.
All right, here we go.
Bring it up.
Yeah. See, and I was expecting more of an immediate burn. It's coming now, but I've never had Carolina Reapers before.
They're a bit of a sleeper.
Yeah.
So we're eating something that has high levels of an irritant in it.
Yes, absolutely.
Your body responds.
I'm still going to do it.
Do it.
Oh, there we go. I lost the nugget. So, yeah.
This is my favorite sauce.
I was going to say, I might do another one too.
That is actually really good.
You know, I was terrified to try it, but yeah, it does have a lot of flavor. And again, it kind of numbs a little bit because it's that heat kind of behind.
It compounds. So.
Yes, I believe that. Don't leave me now, Ranch.
But yeah, so everyone's body reacts a little bit differently, but some people describe it as you have that hit of heat and you say, what have I done? And then the endorphins kick in
Yeah.
You kind of sweat a little bit and feel it start to wash over you. And
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great analogy because I'm getting the washing right now. Yeah.
But it's pretty nice. I mean, like, it has that sweet kind of red pepper start.
Yeah.
And like you said, the heat kind of builds, but it's not like an uncomfortable heat. You
No,
know? I think that mellow ride kind of makes it an enjoyable experience.
Yeah,
I don't know how
absolutely.
else to describe it, but
And did you already eat your second one?
yes.
Because there's a little bit of clove to watch out for at the end that just...
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm feeling right now. Yep. So, Nick, with all these different peppers that you work with, that you've been experienced to, what's your favorite pepper?
That's a tough one.
Oh, man.
I knew it was
Good
good.
job.
That's why I was saving that one for later on down.
It really kind of depends on to what end. I mean, if we're talking just to eat, flavor-wise, I adore Scotch bonnets. Something about them, just I mentioned, they're kind of nutty and just a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
That pairs so well with almost every flavor you can throw at it.
Sure.
Habanero is also incredibly versatile. Man.
I'm a fan of the habanero myself.
Yeah.
But after that, I mean, you get cayennes are tried and true, jalapenos are tried and true.
Yep.
I just got some from a friend of mine. Can I plug somebody?
Absolutely.
Something to get into. Wayward Springs. It's a greenhouse farm in Aurora.
Oh.
And the guy, Shannon, he's growing all kinds of amazing stuff there. We're working together to produce a crop of peppers to produce all that. So not only is it made here in South Dakota, but a lot of peppers and other stuff that goes into this producer here in South Dakota too.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
We're not there yet, but we're working on that.
Yeah.
But all the same, we just got a crop of, they're called Buena Mulatas.
Okay.
And they look like cayennes in terms of their shape and length, but they're bright purple.
Ooh. That sounds
And
nice.
yeah, they've got a little bit more of a floral, kind of a, I don't know, it's tough to describe. Obviously they taste like a pepper, but I would liken them more to a bell pepper than a jalapeno.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
it's, like I said, just a little bit more floral right up front. And so,
Might be an interesting one to kind of play with a little bit.
yeah.
So here's an interesting question, and just think about my experience with peppers. I always have a harder time with Asian peppers, like with the Thai chili peppers or the red peppers that you get in Chinese food.
Yep.
I'm not sure which those are called. But.
There's a few different variations. A lot of them are like firecracker chilies. Those are
Okay.
quite commonplace, the long stem ones.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a hard time with those, but like I said, habanero is probably one of my favorite peppers to have.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that is, those types of, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's one that's kind of weird for some other people too. Like Luke, my partner, his favorite is ales, but he's tried all of them, and he was really, really worried about this one. But for whatever reason, this one doesn't seem to affect him. Like this one registers as hotter than him than this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I think this one is hotter.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
this one's hotter. I think it's just because
Yeah.
this is a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, it seems like it's a longer ride, but it's not as upfront, and so it doesn't feel as jarring. And I'm like, I can see how eating this on your pepperoni pizza, your face is gonna be numb by the end of it, but you still taste everything and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things where, also this one registers as much hotter than this one for some people.
Really?
Jalapenos.
Yeah, I mean everyone's flavor and sense of flavor is different, so that's interesting.
That is interesting.
So how do you guys decide how to rank them? Like, is this just like an arbitrary thing? Is it kind of based on the peppers, or
We just totally make it up.
Okay.
No,
the international ranking system
Fair
that we
enough,
have?
no one's ever asked. Jig is up. No. By and large, we just kind of go by standards that are kind of established and known. Like jalapenos are usually right around 2,000 Scoville units, and even then, I will acknowledge that scale is a little arbitrary. But the amount of jalapenos in this compared to the amount of serranos in this, for example,
Okay.
it's a higher concentration of capsaicin in each one. So spicier peppers and then higher quantities of spicy peppers. So by weight, this has more Carolina Reapers in a batch than all three of the peppers featured in this.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, very cool.
And this one has a lot of peppers.
A lot of all of the peppers.
I just want to read the warning label on here. Caution, extremely hot. Keep away from children and pets. Consume at your own risk. I'm excited.
I feel bad.
No one's died yet.
I'm going to put that off the side. I'm going to grab a bigger piece because I feel that I'm going to need one.
Do you need anything else in terms of like carrots?
For now, I'm good.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just glad there was extra wings left because I'm like, oh, good, because we can go back and try some more of the other ones, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it definitely is going to happen. I think the first one I'm going to go back to is right here.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's just as Nick was saying. It's that jalapeno and the citrusy we use as kind of a palate cleanser, and I can see where that's gonna help to get rid of some of that burn.
There's some left in the cup.
Yeah, just shoot her.
We'll get that later.
Gotta keep the courage up.
Oh my goodness! This is the one that I seen, and I had a tough time. That has a V at the beginning, right?
It's a V.
Okay. So, oh my gosh. So Valljyriesson.
Not too
Not
bad.
too bad.
Not too bad.
Valljyriesson.
Valljyriesson?
Yeah, like a Valkyrie.
Like the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
The son of
See,
Valkyrie.
I was trying to make it harder than what it was. We're
We're
not.
overthinking it.
That's
It's all right.
That's what I do. Oh my
Heat
goodness.
will take care of those brain cells right fast.
Absolutely. That's what it's here for, right?
This also looks like it's the darkest of the other ones. So is it like boiled down more, or is it just the peppers that are used, or
So
a little bit of everything?
yeah, it's about 83% peppers in
Okay.
here by weight, and it's a mix of different ones.
I'm enjoying Brett's face right now.
Yeah.
Mistakes are about to be made, folks.
My nose hairs were burning when I smelt that. Oh man, you're
I'm at
not.
least getting half of my dip, so mistakes are going to be made.
So I'm gonna be trying the half, and then I'll do a double dip. I'm
This
still
is
double dipping.
This is it.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Things I could get into a hospital bed.
Oh, there it is. That's got that immediate burn. Hit me right in the back of the throat.
That's the dried peppers.
Yeah.
Those always have an immediate punch.
And then I swallowed.
That's what she said. I'm letting y'all that just like coat my mouth right now. My tongue is literally on fire right now.
I still need to do the double dip.
Of course. Oh, we didn't do the
But
extra.
it still has a lot of flavor.
It did. It did.
We did. Not so much anymore.
Well, yeah, no, it's gone now, but.
Pardon my reach. This one's a bit of a sleeper, too.
Mm-hmm.
And like the previous ones, it compounds. So.
It's interesting because what burned is my tongue and the spot where I had a tooth pulled. Just like attacking those tender parts of your mouth like a foreign invader.
Now the bottom of my tongue is is starting to burn.
I can see you being my sleeper.
Oh. I did have another question, but I completely forgot it. Oh, there's the burn. Yeah.
Yeah. So why hot sauce? What made you guys want to jump into something like this? What made you get into hot sauce?
I think part of it was just because we're sadistic and we both admitted that we don't have a high tolerance for heat, and we both kind of just wanted each other to do this, but
Yeah.
So your sadistic tendencies towards one another.
it's true.
Let's.
Masochists and sadists, but no, really, I mean, part of it's genuine curiosity. I mean, I do like heat. Like I said, I love hot sauce, and just, I just think it's cool that you're doing this.
Thank you.
I know it's coming out now.
Yeah.
It's really delicious, and honestly, this
Careful
is
on the
Yes,
this
absolutely.
is better than any commercial hot sauce I've ever had.
Absolutely.
I mean, I do love Tula. I have a bottle, like, a huge one. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that flavor it's more vinegar.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of, like, vinegar-based hot sauces. Like, Tabasco's okay. It always has a place in my heart, but it's more vinegar than it is, like, complex flavor. So I really appreciate, like, the craftsmanship that goes into this and just the creativity.
Yeah.
Because it is really tasty. I'm going to go in for some of that citrus.
I'll
As much as
say.
it burns, I'm also still hungry.
Yeah, by all means, there's extra.
I'll admit, I've never really done anything, any of these, before for sauces, for anything spicy. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the club.
Absolutely. I have to. So
You're still alive.
I am. For now.
Just take a minute and breathe
Yeah.
with it. It's horrendous and awful, and then suddenly it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see the adrenaline rush that comes with eating spicy foods, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's this kind of weird release. And
Well, and that's what I was interested in because that's what you always hear about when watching the YouTube videos, where they're talking about and they go through it and they talk about, kind of getting to that spot where it's just like everything is like you have this clarity, and I can see that. And I've always been one. Oh, it caught me. I've always been one that's been always interested in, again, food combinations, doing different things that even make you uncomfortable. I love watching hot dog eating contests and all these eating contests and everything.
definitely uncomfortable, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. And, I tried doing a couple different things myself, doing the bacon eating contest, doing pickle barrels, got there, big sub in one sitting. I've done that. And, and you feel for that, it's the meat sweats, and being able to see that and then experience that. And I know that the body is such a weird organ, a weird vessel that you can do all these different weird things to it, and it still keeps on going.
I know, I just keep doing it.
Right. And that was what got me interested in it. And for our show, for us, we've been talking about doing food competition type things and doing different things. It's like, what better way to do it than to be able to not only highlight something that's local, highlight you because we are in awe of you and your wife. You don't know, seriously.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Your family, all of your family is amazing.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah. So, we know you guys from roller derby, really far into that, and so that's what we were just like, we need to. This is something we need to do. So that's exactly why we did it. That's what got us into it. Let alone the fact that there's a lot of people that do get into hot sauces and how great is it that you can ask someone that creates hot sauce and has made started to make a livelihood.
It's I appreciate the opportunity first and foremost, and as you mentioned, I started listening to your show and. You said sorry, but no, it's enjoyable. And when you said, "Hey, we'd like to have you on," there was no hesitation. I'm just excited that you guys enjoyed it.
Yes, very much.
I still cannot feel my tongue, but not like a bad way. I feel like that's directly like the Carolina Reaper responsibility. Like,
Sure.
Oh.
I remember reading a journalist that, for whatever reason, I don't know how he got roped into doing a Carolina Reaper eating contest.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ate one pepper. That's it. That's all he ate. And he went to the emergency room like 5 hours later because he thought he was having a heart attack. That's how bad his heartburn was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they're just like, no, sir, you just have heartburn.
Yeah.
It's just like, I thought I was dying. Like,
oh, that's funny.
and he's like, I thought that was the worst of it. No, then it got through my digestive tract.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, first you're a dragon, then you're a rocket.
Yeah. You find out which parts of your system are sensitive to it and which aren't.
Right.
Every time. And I don't care what kind of tolerance you have. It sneaks up on you eventually. But
Yeah.
Wow.
The big thing is making sure with some of these higher end ones, make sure you've got something in your stomach before you start eating. Because
acid can be.
Well, I mean, the acid, high levels of it's an irritant. That's what makes it feel hot and spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Enough of that will start to affect the lining. Not affect the lining of your stomach in like a. It's not caustic.
You're right.
But you find out that your stomach is very sensitive to it.
Sure.
And it feels cramps really bad.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I got a phone call that I had to schedule my colonoscopy today. So I figured out of all days it had to be.
The only way this could have been worse is if, like, well, my colonoscopy's tomorrow. They said I couldn't supposed to eat anything after 10, but I think this is fine.
I can't see this backfiring.
I don't see how this could be bad.
Not at all.
I think they knocked me out, so it's fine. Right?
I feel like there's a joke in backfiring. But
Yeah, probably. We don't do jokes.
Yeah, no. We don't do jokes.
No, celery definitely puts that heat out.
Hit the spot.
But
Celery does nothing. I just like eating carrots in general. But
I love celery. It's a
I
good
love
vehicle
both
for
of
the
them,
ranch.
yeah.
That was my
vehicle
hot
for
take on
ranch.
Twitter. I always laugh on Twitter. I'm like the least controversial person ever. So I'm like, yeah, here's my hot take. I like celery. Deal with it, please.
When I was growing up, celery always used to be my way of getting the cheese whiz into my system. We always would put cheese whiz on celery. I love
I'm more of a
cheese
peanut
whiz.
butter fan.
Yeah.
The enchilada.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
I never did cheese whiz on it.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty fancy. Like,
Really? See, and I thought that was a regular thing.
Why? Very well, maybe, but I mean,
maybe where you're from.
Yeah.
I was gonna say your sample source here is just
Okay.
66% of the room.
Yes. Just saying. All right, now I gotta decide 'cause there's only a couple wings left. You're like, what else do I want?
Yeah.
It is amazing how much like less hot this tastes after going into
Yeah.
the gold. But I think this one might be my favorite.
Yeah.
I think this one's my favorite, and I think this is probably extremes here, but it's kind of like when I go to like Buffalo Wild Wings, I like to get like what is it, the habanero, mango habanero,
Yep.
and then
Oh, yeah.
teriyaki.
Yeah.
So I get like the hottest one I can handle, and then like the no heat at all, and that's I guess
Yep.
holds true here too.
Yeah. I'll get like a Parmesan garlic now and again, just because I like flavor.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the primary goal of all these. Flavor first.
Yes, absolutely. I'll say this one was the most surprising for me. Just because, again, I didn't have as much of I didn't feel like I had as much of a reaction to it.
Sure.
This one, I can still feel the waves. Yeah, coming up on me.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. Yeah, and I'm actually at this point, this is kind of like just like a food drunk type thing, just as you're drinking, you kind of keep on going, and then all of a sudden you get to a point where it's just like, you know what, this is just good from now on, and that's kind of what I feel like right now.
It's that euphoria.
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
all the hot.
Yeah, that euphoria, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Endorphins.
Endorphins.
Rush.
There you go. Thank you. That adrenaline. Yes.
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline. I'm still.
Is your tongue okay?
It is not.
It's not. Well, make sure you're not having a stroke or something.
No,
What you gotta do is pair this with like a craft beer or something where you can put the fire out.
Oh yeah, totally. That's
It's a thought.
might be.
It's next on the list.
I'm not saying you need to get into brewing beer, but there's plenty of options around here.
Oh yeah. I know.
There's been conversations.
I want to be incredibly enthusiastic about it, but I have to kind of bite my tongue.
Fair.
So,
Fireball.
but yeah, totally great idea. Stay tuned for more.
All right. Well, it looks like we did get up to an hour,
Hey,
55 minutes. So
awesome.
it just
Nice
kind of
job.
magically always ends up happening. So.
I don't know. I don't think we're running out of anything to talk about yet, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're always looking for more people to tell us what we're getting into. Do you have other things that you're into that you wouldn't think that other people would be into? Some weird type of strange things that you can let us know about. That should have been one of them that I should have asked while we were doing this, but.
Something weird, strange that most people aren't into.
Some interesting either habits or hobbies. I mean, obviously this is one of them, but anything else that you kind of get into?
Rubik's cubes.
Rubik's Cube,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got the cat.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Can you do like a Rubik's Cube really fast?
Usually a minute or less.
Oh my gosh! Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's definitely not without not taking the stickers off like I do.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome. I am in awe of that, actually.
It's all right. Just one of those. I can also juggle, and the way that you get good at both of those is I had no friends growing up.
He's like, that's not really a joke, guys, so please don't laugh.
One-player activities.
I played a lot of Nintendo. That's what I.
I've never lost at Mortal Kombat. I've also never won. Oh boy.
The more you guys laugh, the worse I feel.
That was one of the things that I was going to bring up. Is that one of the things that you and I have in common is that we both have a tattoo of a video game character on ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the cactar.
Oh,
well, you
yeah,
got
yeah,
multiple
yeah.
ones,
Stars.
but the cactar is the one that I always remember that you have that.
Oh, nice.
Metroid. Yep.
Portal.
Yep.
I've got Cactar, yep, from Final Fantasy on the back. But
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got Link's shield from Legend of Zelda.
Sweet.
Nice.
And I've got a Counter-Strike icon there too. But yeah, all kinds of fun stuff.
I got just the one, but I mean, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. So.
I don't know. Something about. I remember when I was a kid, I carried around this Optimus Prime action figure everywhere I went. So, and I knew I wanted tattoos. The first one I got was Optimus.
Nice.
And after that, it just kind of set the tone for what other nerdy stuff.
Yeah, what are the things I
Right.
love that I just put on my body?
Yeah, one-player games.
So do you have a hot sauce tattoo, or are you with like peppers
Not
or
yet.
capsaicin?
Oh,
not yet.
But
Working on it.
he's a big hot sauce fan. He's got the chemical
Oh,
diagram.
the charts.
capsaicin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I was like, I know a lot of people have gotten that, so
You gotta think of something a little different that fits your look and personality.
Yeah. So I'm doing mostly like horror or scary stuff on this one, so maybe I'll find some way to fit it in there. But
Yeah. I mean, this one would scare
awesome.
people, so. We came in scared, and it really wasn't bad.
It wasn't. Yeah, we survived. Absolutely.
As of right now, we're still alive.
Yep.
well, I mean, if you made it this far, you're past
Yeah,
the peak of it.
yeah.
It's just one of those. If you have a set of wings doused in that, it builds quick. So
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, excellent. Well, we're just at time, so again, thanks Nick for
Thanks for everything. This was
doing
awesome.
this. This was awesome. I'm looking forward to posting this and be able to share this with everyone.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to sharing it out too. HalogiHotSauce.com.
There you go. All right. This is where I edit. Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Very professional.
Very professional.